How cool is that? Good morning, YouTube. It's a little bit cloudy here in Chiang Mai, but there's still so much cool stuff to do here. It's such a beautiful place. Look how colorful this is. This is Wat Muang Thom. So right here in the heart of Old Town Chiang Mai. So the reason I'm shooting this video, I'm taking you along on my morning walk, but the main reason is to answer a common question I get. I get this question all the time, no matter what genre of YouTube I've done. Look at this temple right here. Like, there's so many temples here. There's actually like, I think 700 in the entire Chiang Mai, but there's 300 just in this little old city. It's pretty cool. But so a friend of mine reached out and she's like, look, dude, I know you've been traveling for a few years. You left your job. You're basically retired. You have these different sources of passive income. You had some money saved up. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what is the right amount of money to have saved up? You know, what do I need to be able to do what you do and just travel? And that's always like, it's just an impossible question to answer. And I get this all the time from the RV community, from the travel community. Even though it's a different genre, I have a similar type of people in those genres. And it's usually either older people that are ready to leave their job, retire and travel, whether it's RV, international, combination of both, or they're younger people looking to make a change, become a digital nomad, things like that. And the common question I get is like, how much does it cost? How much does it cost for you to travel around in an RV full time? How much does it cost for you to travel internationally full time? And, you know, I can always give them my specific numbers, but it's almost an impossible question to answer because, let me cross the street here. So there's a little road I want to go down. That'll be a little bit quieter. Try not to get killed. Here, look at this. Oop, another temple with a bunch of colors. Yeah, it's almost an impossible question to answer because I don't know your lifestyle. I don't know, I don't know the specifics of your situation. Health insurance wise, do you want to live in Paris, Prague, and London, or do you want to live in, Vietnam, Thailand, and Hungary? Because the answer to that question, how much money do you need, would be completely different. So, and then like, do you want to eat at 5-star restaurants every day? Are you going to eat street food? Like, the amount of money it cost just changes drastically. Same thing with an RV. Are you going to buy $1 million RV? Are you going to buy a $5,000 RV? What are the specifics of your situation? So it really is a difficult question for me to answer. I'm going to turn the camera around so I can put my face mask on. Show you the little morning market here. It's kind of cool. Don't worry, I'm going to get back to the question, I promise you. Isn't that cool? 20 baht, by the way, you'll see that sign a lot. 20 baht, it's like 66 cents. So, this is why I love Thailand. Markets. Some people like Thailand for the nightlife. I like Thailand for the market. See, 10 baht. 30 baht is about $1. 10 baht is 33 cents. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm from St. Louis. Let's go. Guy had a St. Louis University t-shirt on. Whew. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. This is my favorite, dragon fruit. Except I don't like to cut it up. All right, we're almost at the end of this. So I get that question all the time. And from this specific friend, the context was basically like, I'm ready to do this. Like, how much should I have? And my answer to this question and many other questions like it, like a lot of times people ask me, I have a job that I can do digitally, but I'm not sure, how that's going to work. I'm scared. Or I have a bunch of money saved up. but I'm afraid, I'm miscalculating how much it costs to do it. This is a really cool hotel, by the way. If you ever come down here, you'll be it's quiet, but it's also really close to the market. But so anyway, I get that question in so many different forms. And this is my answer. It's kind of crude, but it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, and it's kind of, my sense of humor. You can always go back to your shitty life. Go out and give it a try, figure out how much it costs. Obviously, don't be irresponsible. Make sure you have enough money to get back. Make sure you know what it costs you to get back. But in this world nowadays, today, like, if you hate your job, if you hate your life, and it's crappy, you can always come back to it. It's not like you can't find another crappy job or reinsert yourself back into your crappy life. You can do that if things don't work out. But just go out and give it a try. If you've got a ton of money saved, go out and take a year, just call it a year sabbatical. Take a year off, go out, travel, try to find, try to figure out, what it'll cost you to live. If you're trying to be a digital nomad, this is a really cool restaurant, by the way. It's through these old doors here. Anytime you see this orange stuff, this is usually the ancient 13th century stuff. So it's pretty amazing. That's like teak. It's like teak wood, which looks really cool in there. Check that out sometime if you're in Chiang Mai. So I say, kind of tongue-in-cheek, that you can always go back to your shitty life. I always find it kind of funny that people are unhappy in their life and they have the means or they have the ability to change their situation, and they're really worried about leaving a life they don't enjoy, that they're not happy with. And that's always fascinated me. And I fell into that trap as well. So I'm not preaching to anybody. I just had to, at some point I figured it out. So you have to go out and figure out how you're gonna live your life to answer that question that you asked me and other people like me. And it's not like I don't like sharing that information. I share it all the time, like how much my apartments cost, how much it costs me for food. I share that stuff. But that's not necessarily going to be the answer for you. You may have different needs, different things that you like to do. So that's what I say. A lot of people ask me another version of that question. They're basically like, I wish I could do what you do, but I don't have enough money, I never will, that type of thing. Look, if you really want to do it, you can do it. Look around your house. Do you have a flat screen TV? If you say, yeah, you do, you can do it. If you have a cell phone that has a data plan, you can do it. If you have, if you're renting an apartment that's $300, $400, $500, $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 a month, you can definitely do it. You just have to figure it out. I have a recommendation. I'm not affiliated with this guy in any way. I know him. He's a friend of mine. His name is Jason Faber, but he has a book called 5 Steps to Being Financially Independent in 5 Years. I believe that's the name of it. I'll put a link down below, an Amazon link. I read it. It's great. I was already at that point, but it was still a great read for me as someone who went through a similar journey. I wish I would have read his book a long time ago if it was available, because I would have done it a lot quicker. But Jason Faber, basically in 5 years, on an income between $30,000 and $50,000, made himself financially independent from zero. I mean, it's a great story, and I've met the guy here in Chiang Mai. Great guy. He's doing really well now. He's got a really successful YouTube channel called Dividends and Income. I've mentioned that before. And he has kind of a famous blog called Mr. Free at 33. Great guy. But I'll link down to his book below if you're one of those people that are like, I just don't have the money. If you're looking at becoming a remote worker, but you're like, I don't know how to do it, I recommend a guy named Remote Darren. He has a podcast and some other info called The Hive, I believe, and he's got great info. I'll put a link down to his YouTube channel, and then you can find his other info. But basically, he was a 40-something in England in a very secure government job that he would have got a pension at 60. And one day, it was an administrative job, and one day he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't care if I lose my pension. I'm not waiting till I'm 60 to go live my life. And he left his job, and he figured out how to work online. And it's not like some kind of online scam. He became like I think a product engineer or something like that. He taught himself some kind of coding or some kind of something like that. But I mean, it's like completely legit stuff, not, you know, not like get rich quick stuff. It's like he taught himself a skill that employers pay people to do, and they don't mind if you do it remotely. So I'll link Remote Darren's channel down below. But yeah, so the whole thing with this video is don't wait. Go out, do it for a year. Worst case scenario is you got to go back and be in the same shitty situation you were in. But hopefully you'll figure out ways to make it work. Or at a minimum, you'll figure out some kind of transition to do something that makes you more happy. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna keep walking around here this morning and checking out Chiang Mai. And if you like these kind of like, I don't know, off the top of the head walk around videos, let me know.